Okay, good evening everyone. I hope that you all can hear me clearly. I'm sorry that we took like few minutes to start the class because you know that today is the first day. I think the very important, most important day for you is today, right? So I took few minutes out from you to wait until all the members to join. Okay, right. First of all, I want to congratulate you all of finishing your A levels, right? It is just finished how many days ago? I think just 2 days. Okay, right. But after going just 2 days, now you are trying to change your pace, into totally different area, right? So actually this is the most important phase that you are entering in your life. Okay, so why I am telling that? Because you know that whoever student that who is going to do his or her A levels, the time period, the time period the person who is doing A levels is the most critical, most important period of his or her life, right? If you are not sure what I am telling, just after the class ask from your mom or dad, okay? Then he or she will definitely tell you the importance of advanced level time period, right? So that is why we are now everything ready to start your next phase. That is the reason. Okay, so now you are just finished your O levels 2-3 days ago, and now you are trying to enter into a new area. So before starting that, you have saw that my name and the titles that I got. Okay, yes, if you have been reading that, you can read that there are certain different titles under my name. So my name you know exactly, I'm Mahit Bandara. So under my name there are titles. Okay, so why I told you in the first place that you are entering into the most important part in your life? Why? Because what the things you do in this 2 years time will make you get that titles. Why these titles are important? Why? What is the reason? Right. Some of you may know, some of you may not know the importance of getting those titles. Right. Let's say now you are just about to begin your journey of your advanced levels, no? Right. So the students who are joining in this very beginning are the students who are very keen to know about the syllabus, and who are very keen to know, and who are very eagerly they would like to start learning their next phase, advanced level. So you can be proud that you have joined for the first day. So definitely if that means once you join the first day, that means you have some gut, you have some feeling that right, I am ready to do maths, I am ready to do this science stream. So you have that gut. That is a very good point of view. That is a point which you, me, and your parents can be proud. Okay, why? Because you have some gut to start advanced levels in this. Now you can see that there are titles, no, I told you. So I will introduce myself. I am Mahit Bandara. So I graduated from University of Peradeniya, Faculty of Engineering in 2017. How many years? It's like 8 years ago. Okay, so just after completing my degree, I have started doing this tutoring, this teaching career. I have entered into this teaching career because I like to teach students, because I like students are getting good results at their exams. Okay, so that is a personal interest for me. That is why I entered into this teaching stream. Not not reasons that I cannot do anything or any other thing. So my first thing is entering into this teaching because I love students are learning from me and getting best results. So currently students who have learned from myself, they have now in several countries over the world also, and some students are who have just completed their advanced levels are waiting to enter into universities. And not only that, the other students who are inside the universities are still learning for their degrees. Okay, so now what I am going to show you today is to go into the future. Now you are just how many years of your age? I think some have gained into 17, no? Some may be in 16. Anyhow, now I am going to tell you how many years. After 2 years, you are facing advanced level exam, no? It's like same, you have finished your O levels 2-3 days ago. After 2 years, then also it's same, then you will be finishing your advanced levels and you are waiting to enter into universities. Okay, now what I am going to show you is the universities that you can enter and the degrees that you can get after your A levels completing this mathematics stream. I think that will be a very curious point to start your journey. So we will go into that. Right. Okay. Now, first of all, once you got the most high marks, then you can enter into this engineering stream. I know that when you are coming to learn combined maths, you have some idea in your mindset you want to become an engineer. Okay, so I am proud because I am an engineer, not only teaching but I am in the engineering field as well. Okay, so I have hands-on experience how engineers work and what engineers do and what they can earn in the industry. So that is why I am in between place continuing teaching to my students while practicing my engineering knowledge. Okay, so now we will have a look what engineering disciplines that you can study after learning combined maths. Okay, let's have a look. Right, now you can see that engineering degree programs that you can do. Okay, so Bachelor of the Science of Engineering. See that you can do several types of engineering degrees. Okay, you can do civil engineering, you can do chemical and process engineering, right? Then you can do computer engineering. So you haven't thought there can be this much of engineering courses available, this much of engineers. For sure, if your mom or dad is not an engineer, then you will not know, I have not thought this much of list is available in engineers. This much of engineers are in the industry, right? You haven't thought that. So maybe you knew electrical engineers, civil engineers, mechanical engineers. Those three you may know. Because why? When you are moving in the road, when you are traveling by a vehicle, traveling in the bus or whatever, then you will definitely see there are constructions are going on. Then you think, right, there are civil engineers. Then something into your mindset you will think that, right, civil engineers are there. Okay, but not only that, look at the list. See, you can see that there are several engineers. Okay, Civil engineering, I told you, who are doing constructions, who are making bridges, airports, buildings, harbors, roads, high-rise buildings. So if you have searched in the internet, you can see that Burj Khalifa. What is Burj Khalifa? Burj Khalifa is the tallest tower in the world, 838 meters, right? So I have been to there for one of my projects. So that is a very nice construction. One day, go those places and get that real engineering experience. Okay, so civil engineers are like that. Then see that chemical and process engineers. Okay, so chemical and process engineers, what they do, you have not seen a chemical and process engineer. Okay, so I am a chemical and process engineer. So later I will tell more about that. So they will do lot of things. They are thinking about the environment, they are thinking about air quality, they are thinking about energy. You saw that there was a very huge problem in country, no? What is that? Energy problem. What type of energy? Electrical energy. We have been in the dark. Then huge fights have gone and government changed, president have gone. So energy problem. Okay, so chemical and process engineers do a lot, right? They are in food processing industry, they are in the factories, in the material sites they are. Okay, so in the food processing, tea processing, lot of engineering disciplines in the civil engineering industry also. So they are in a vast area. So that's what chemical engineers do. I'm not going to tell you everything, but later you will learn about that, because that is my engineering field now, right? So we will see that other engineering, computer engineering. Definitely you know about computer engineering. They are the people who are designing computers, they are the people who are designing softwares, right? Then they are the people who are finding new methods of data and everything storing in computers. Likewise, if you have studied IT, then you have so much idea about software engineering. That is a very common thing. Okay, right? Then what else? Electrical and electronic engineering. Electrical and electronic engineering, they are the engineers who are thinking about power generation, who are thinking about generating power and transferring the power into sites. Okay, and how the power coming into a home, and what is the three-phase current, what is the single-phase current. Those are the things that they learn. Okay, so that is electrical and electronic engineering. And not only that, mobile phones and how data is going on, and what are the electrical components in your mobile device, what are the chips inside there, what are the amplifiers. Not only that, if you have some kind of JBL or something in your home, then how the electronic components inside that, what are the diodes, transistors, and lot of things they will know about. What are the systems, what are the electrical systems, how that ICs and the things are connected, and how to design that things. And not only that, Arduino boards, robotics, right? Lot of things are there. If I speak about electrical and electronic engineering, I can speak like a month. Okay, so today is not about engineering, but to have some experience about doing combined maths and obtaining a certain type of area. So I'm just doing an introduction, and I'm trying to arouse your curiosity to study about engineering, what engineers do, or what engineers will spend their time when they are in work. So okay, so that kind of a rough idea I'm going to give you. I'm trying to make you more interesting to learn combined maths. That is what I'm doing today. Okay, right? So we will go furthermore. Right, then mechanical engineering. Right, mechanical engineering. If you know mechanical engineering, So if you have traveled today from one place to another place, definitely there are mechanical engineers who have designed the vehicles, who have thought about the internal combustion engines. Okay, so how that engine work, what are the port time and valve timing, right? There are certain areas for steam engine, then how that steam turbines work. So you may not know about those things, but you will hear those words and keep in your mindset, because today is the first day, then you will be hearing this, but next day onwards you will be not hearing this. Why? Because we have lot of things to do, because I have a responsibility to take you into my position after like 5 or 6 years. So I have a responsibility. So from next day onwards you will hear mostly the mathematics parts, how to solve problems, how to overthrow all the things, right? So we will come on to the subject later, but we will move back to the engineering part. Okay, then manufacturing and industrial engineering. So this is actually manufacturing. If you know tile manufacturing and mobile phone manufacturing, and about some kind of vehicle manufacturing, right? And electronic items. So everything is manufactured in a factory. So they will learn about CNC machines, they will learn about lathe machines, they will learn about metallurgy, metals, how to make that reinforced steel. Okay, so you know, in your look at the place that you are now, you can see around you, you can see that there are walls, no, you may be inside the room, no, so you can see that there are walls. So those walls, inside those walls there are reinforced columns. Okay, reinforced concrete columns. Inside that concrete column there are iron bars. So those iron bars are manufactured in the industry. Okay, Langwa, lot of manufacturing companies are there. So manufacturing and industrial engineers are there who are making these processes much more efficient. Okay, there are Six Sigma and lot of standards are there. So they are thinking about improving these factories and how to energy wise, how to save energy, how to stop the breakdowns. Okay, so that is a vast area, so we will look at more. Then biomedical engineering, right? Biomedical engineering. So when I tell about these names, I remember that one of my colleague who was in my A levels since grade 1, now he is in Canada. He has studied biomedical engineering after going there, and he has now a biomedical engineer. So they are the people who make about who are designing X-ray machines, okay, and the other CT scans, okay, then the lot of PET scan machines you may heard, right? So lot of things, lot of biomedical engineering things are made out of biomedical engineers. So not only doctors cannot survive in their field, because they have to operate those things, right? So when they need to operate those things, they have to buy that X-ray machine or CT scan machine or PET scan machine from some company. So in that company, biomedical engineers are there. Okay, so lot of things, right? Then what else? Electronic and telecommunication engineering. This is also kind of similar to electrical and electronic engineering. So telecommunication, you know what is telecommunication? Using mobile devices. Okay, so that how those signals are coming into your mobile device, how that signal tower in your area, how that tower emits the signal, and how that signal is coming to your mobile device. So that is also a huge area, right? Then material science and engineering, civil and environmental, right? So about those two, material science means Right. New example. Now, if you think about a vehicle, okay, let's say now you have a car. If your car is a very new car, then the weight of car is much low, okay. But if you have a car, not you, your father or mother, right? If you have a car which is made like more than 10 years ago, that vehicle is more heavy. Why? Because when this technology is going on, engineers, material engineers, they study about the materials and they are improving the material properties, improving the strength of the materials, okay. When they improve the strength by increasing bonds and all, then once they increase the strength, they are trying to reduce the weight. Why? Because when the weight is low, energy is much more efficient than heavy items, okay. So material science is a vast area. You know that there are different glasses, not the drinking glass, I mean the glasses in the windows and all, glasses in the hotels. If you saw that, there are much large glasses which are called tempered glasses, 8 millimeter, 10 millimeter, okay, maybe more than that. If you have been into Lotus Tower, not the film, not the Lotus Tower film I am telling about the real Lotus Tower, okay. If you have been into the Lotus Tower, you can see that when you go onto the top, you can see that there are glasses, no, but those glasses will not break. They are more tough glasses, hardened glasses, tempered glasses, okay. So how to increase strength of glass? What are the things that engineers do to increase that strength? Let's say about aeroplane, right? You know that titanium is the material they have used. So they have used titanium, and titanium is much more lightweight but very tough, very tough. So they have used that material to make the flight. So material science is a very vast area, okay, right. What else? Mechanical and manufacturing, same. Marine engineering, naval architecture, okay. So marine engineering, one of my students is now in the seas. He has become a marine engineer. Now he is spending his time in this ships, okay. So now he is in the process of obtaining process of being a captain. That is the ultimate goal of marine engineering when they are doing, right. So now he is going in that. So there are, if you have shown the film Titanic, but that is now that is that point is also a new point. Check in the internet how Titanic failed, okay. After today's class, check in the internet how Titanic failed, brittle failure, okay. So how material fail and what caused the material fail in that time, right. So so marine engineers are responsible in not happening that kind of a disaster, okay. So they are think about waves and about the ship, right. One of my junior batchmate is now in Trincomalee in Navy, okay. So Navy, you may think Navy, how engineers have gone to Navy? No. When you become an engineer, you can go into the Army and Navy also, right. Now he is a hull engineer who is designing ships and manufacturing ships and selling it to another countries, and another country some ships coming into here and they are repairing the ships also, okay. So later on I will share those photographs with you, okay, right. Then we will move on to the next area. Right. So and another thing is there available. If you got the most marks, highest marks, you can do the above mentioned degree programs. Okay, there are faculties in University of Peradeniya engineering faculty, then another faculty in University of Moratuwa, then University of Ruhuna, then Jaffna University, then Jawardhanapura University, Southeastern University, right? There are new faculties also started in Sri Lanka. Okay, right. Then afterwards you can go into this another engineering program. If your marks are not enough to go into engineering, then this is the engineering 2, so which is earth resources and mining. So they will study about how mining happen, how that they are making tunnels, how they do blastings and all. Okay, so I will tell you that when I was working in Morogolla hydropower project few years ago, so there is a tunnel. So we are making that time a tunnel. So tunnel which is 3 kilometers in length. Okay, imagine 3 kilometers in length. So the entire tunnel is made by blasting method. Okay, there are certain types when doing this tunneling. So two types. Okay, I will tell you about that also. Two types. One is blasting method. Second one is TBM. TBM means tunnel boring machine. So it is like a drill who is not who the thing is drilling the tunnel. While drilling the tunnel, then material will come out and the material will go away from another tails. Okay, so when I was in there, our tunnel was constructed not in TBM, which is the tunnel boring machine, but blasting method. Blasting method means controlled blasting. Okay, so what will come into your mind when we say blasting? Blasting to kill people? No. Blasting can save people. Okay, blasting can be a benefit to mankind, not to kill, right? So what we have done there is we are making drill holes. Okay, so we are making several drill holes, several points, and we are charging with explosives. Okay, like this way. Then we are drilling holes, then we charge there with explosives. Okay, then under safety precautions we execute the blasting. Then once the blasting design is very accurate and all, very clearly this will be a clear hole. Okay, so today I will be not sharing my personal photos, but next day onwards I will share a few of those photos to make you more interesting to learn this advanced level physical science stream. Okay, right. So that is what earth resources and mining engineers have do, making tunnels and going down in the earth to get earth resources. What are them? There are graphite, graphene. Search about graphene also. Now you have some papers around you, no? So just put some notes. First I have told you to search about failure of Titanic ship. What is the failure of Titanic ship? That is the first thing I told you. Number 2, search about graphene, not graphite, graphene. Okay, search about graphene. Graphene is in Sri Lanka. Very rare material in world. So if you take like 1 gram of graphene, the area is huge, because very light material, but very good to make tough things. Okay, so search about that. Right. So that is about, we can see that there are still students are joining with the class. Okay. So textile engineering is also there, number 3. So those are the people who think about shirts and all, and who think about improving the process of making t-shirts, sarongs and fabric, those things. So to think a bit, now you have, definitely now you wear some cloth no with you. So if you look at lifting your hands and all, so you won't be feeling any difficulty, okay? But imagine if this line, when they are serving from the machine, okay, if this line is not into the recommended dimensions, then you will be in a very difficulty, okay? Even though your neck size is correct, even though this waist is also correct, but you cannot turn here or there. Why? Because that textile design is not good. That is the reason, okay? So about prisoners, they wear jumper suit, no, okay? In your life, don't ever imagine to go into a prison, okay? So you have to be careful to save yourself and others, avoiding those places, okay? Those are not the places to be, right? So the person who wears the jumper, he cannot run, because that measurement and how it made is not familiar to walk here and there, and it is difficult to wear also, okay? So that is because of the safety and all. So textile engineers, they think about how these things are made, how those are matching to people. And another thing, now some clothes you can wear in Sri Lanka, okay, but if it is made from wool, and if you are in Colombo now, I know today several students have joined, and some students personally informed me that they have some difficulties of joining today's class, so they will join next day onwards. So I know that today there are students have joined today's class from several areas of the country. So if I take my area, now I am in Kandy. So if I give the same cloth, if I wear the same cloth when going to Jaffna, or when going to Colombo, or when going to Madara area, I will feel very difficult. Why? Because these suits are for much temperature low areas, okay? So Kandy is also like pretty much same, no? But if in Nuwara, if you go to Nuwara, they wear always jerseys and all, and some ice caps and all. What if we wear the same cloth in coastal area, in Galle, or in Matara, or in Colombo? Are we comfortable? No, that is not comfortable, okay? So textile engineers, they are thinking about selecting materials for these clothes and all, okay? So see that you haven't heard about textile engineering, I know. If any of you have heard, just drop me a WhatsApp message. So I have heard about textile engineers, okay? So there are those type of people, okay? Right. Then so there are another things, this transport management and logistic engineering. So we tell that TLM. So that is also taught in University of Moratuwa. If you do this physical science means studying about maths, physics, chemistry. Okay, those are the 3 subjects that you need to follow to select into engineering or the following things. Okay, so if you do IT, not doing chemistry, then some engineering programs will not accept. Okay, so think about that before selecting your subjects. Definitely you need to do combined maths, that's a must, but when you are selecting certain engineering programs, you cannot apply. Okay, so you need to search, and if you need more information, then just today after the class drop me a WhatsApp message, then I will try to help of selecting your subjects and all. Okay, right, so look at that now. Here you can see that Bachelor of Science in Physical Science, right? So then Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, then Bachelor of Science honors in Computer Science. Okay, so then Software Engineering, then Applied Sciences, right? So universities also mentioned there. So not only engineering, if you have done combined maths, you can select into physical science, which is in University of Peradeniya, University of Kelaniya, University of Colombo, Sierra, University of Jayawardhanapura. Okay, there are certain universities who offer some degree programs for physical science students. Okay, so that means not only the thing that you can go is engineering. Engineering is a one thing, but there are certain areas, certain degrees you can go after studying combined maths. Okay, right, so those are some information about that. Right, so candidates who have offered subjects in the physical science stream. So now what are the physical science stream subjects? I told you combined maths, physics and chemistry. Okay, so those who have done those subject streams, they can go into a number of set of list. See, quantity surveying, what else, architecture, then designing, fashion design and product development. Even if you do physical science, you can become a lawyer also. See, okay, you can become a lawyer also. You don't need to do the certain subjects of that stream, but if you do combined maths and physics chemistry, you can do law also. Okay, you can become a lawyer also, right? Then management studies, surveying science, IT, then this town and country planning, management and information technology, then facilities management, science and technology. Then see the list is still there. You can see that lot of degree programs, human resource development, applied chemistry, health, tourism and hospitality management, yoga and other things. Okay, so social studies, indigenous knowledge, what is the word that Hela Veda Shastra, that is the Sinhalese word. Okay, then Ayurvedic also the same. Okay, so English language and applied linguistics, creative music technology and production, plantation management. Okay, so there are lot of areas. Okay, lot of areas you can undergo if you learn this engineering program. Okay, right, not engineering, if you learn this stream, math stream. Okay, right, now that is the description about this area. Okay, right, that is just okay, that is just about what you can become. Okay, now we need to have a look how and what are the things that you need to do, and basically introduction to combined maths. Okay, right. So we will now see what are the things that you have to learn during your subject. Okay, now we will move into that area. Okay, right.